police test results were also facts. He only hoped Daisy could recover and bring life back to normal soon. But one day when Daisy was talking with her brother didn't comfort her. Instead, he thought she had long lost her innocence, even if something did happen with the doctor. So what? Those words hit Daisy again. She had done nothing wrong, yet everyone seemed to think she was. And not only her brother said that. One day her sister was playing with a neighbor's kid. The kid asked why they moved here. Her sister said because her big sister did something wrong. Now no one believed her anymore. Those words deeply hurt Daisy, so she decided to stand up again. To prove her innocence, she went back to the town, hoping the police would reinvestigate. But the police said the case was already closed. Without new evidence, they couldn't continue. To find new evidence, Daisy hired a private detective to watch the doctor day and night. Then, she found the doctor's assistant, hoping she would help her. After some persuasion, the assistant finally gave in. She secretly took out old medical records. All were girls who had been hospitalized before and never came back after discharge. Her intuition told her something must be wrong here. Using the addresses on the list, she started visiting one by one, but every time she explained her purpose, the girls' faces changed instantly. They were not only high status, but also had happy families. About Daisy's suspicion, none of them said a word. Meanwhile, the detective was also moving in secret. He pretended to give the doctor a checkup and got the doctor's saliva. He compared the cells overnight, but the result was unexpected. The saliva was mixed with glue, making testing impossible. Helplessly, the detective turned to another assistant, hoping she could get a sample, but he clearly underestimated the assistant in love with the doctor. So they had to turn to the doctor's car, where they found his lip balm, but when leaving they accidentally hit the horn, waking the doctor. But in the end they still got away. Luckily this effort paid off. The sample matched the previous evidence. Daisy took the results to the chief, but the chief still doubted. At least he gave them another chance. Daisy then went to the prosecutor. Although the evidence matched, the method of obtaining it was improper, so it couldn't be valid. Meanwhile, the police went back to the doctor. Unexpectedly, the doctor didn't refuse further investigation. He even cooperated fully with the evidence collection, but his lawyer kept stressing, if this test again showed nothing, he would never cooperate again, and demanded Daisy must apologize. That meant, if this test failed, the case would be over forever. They were clearly confident.
This never seems to end.
I gather you're not going to be with us much longer?
The doctor willingly unbuttoned his clothes, but when the coroner prepared to draw blood from his finger, the lawyer suddenly jumped up, claiming it could damage the nerves in his hand, terrifying for a surgeon. After persuasion, the coroner had to switch to his arm, but when the needle went in, no blood came out. The coroner even thought the needle was broken. Finally, after changing it, they got the sample. This time the police wasted no time. They analyzed it immediately, but again the result was unexpected. It still didn't match the evidence, and this process was fully compliant. Daisy refused to believe it. She thought it was all the doctor's scheme. She angrily chased after him, but was threatened by the lawyer with a lawsuit.
Legal tools to stop any further harassment. Richard, in the car, please.
One day you'll make a mistake.
Looking at the doctor's smug face, Daisy almost collapsed. She couldn't figure out where it went wrong. Back home, the doctor was unusually calm. He put on his suit again and went to the hospital, pretending to care about his patients. He went straight into a ward, looking at the woman sleeping soundly on the bed, then gently pushed open the door. The next day, the police received unexpected news. A girl came to report a case. She said she too had been violated by the doctor. The twist came so fast, the police were stunned. But the biggest problem now was no evidence, because now there were two victims. The prosecutor hoped the girl would identify the doctor in court. Then they could turn the civil case into a criminal one. And the girl was the one from the ward the night before, but she only had vague memories, and no marks on her body. Soon the police found the doctor. Even when he was handcuffed, he didn't know why. This time the coroner didn't collect blood. He directly took oral saliva and his hair. This time the doctor had no way out. His face even showed panic. After analyzing the new samples, they finally matched, but the evidence was still not enough, because it couldn't prove Daisy wasn't willing. That reasoning was absurd, like asking Daisy to prove she was Daisy. Soon, the case went to trial. Daisy stood in court with tears, while the opposing lawyer kept attacking her, not only damaging her reputation, but mocking her, even convincing the jury that she was just a very loose woman. Facing the sample match result, the doctor no longer pretended. He said he hid it at first to protect his family, and also for Daisy's reputation. He said everything was consensual, even that Daisy approached him many times, and the earlier mismatched results were because he feared being framed. So he injected other people's blood under his skin, then cut his arm, and let other blood cover it, all to protect his family. So he had to use someone else's blood, just so the girl couldn't destroy his family. He painted himself as a good husband. After his touching speech, Daisy wasn't afraid at all. She moved everyone in the court with her sincerity. Then, the jury gave the verdict.
On the charges of sexual assault, Guilty.
Through the hard year, Daisy never gave up. If this happened to many girls, maybe because of giving up, maybe because of silence, there would never have been this result. Her courage and determination finally brought the bad man to justice.